Okay. And we are live on the New Country Death Daytime Talk Show. What are you up to? Welcome. Let's go ahead and go to the phone lines. Let's see here. Who would not want to talk on the air, even if no one was listening? Well, my buddy Kevin. See what he's up to. It's ringing. Oh, the setup's all messed up, man.
Please leave your message for... Hi, this is Kevin Arrieta.
Oh. Well, didn't mean to say his last name there. But again, no one's listening yet. So that's okay. Let's see what Ash is up to. Just go ahead and call Ash here. See what's going on. See if this will work. I mean, a lot of people are probably working at home. You know, can't pick up the phone. Global pandemic be damned. Capitalism's got to go on.
Oh.
Hello?
Hey,
can you hear me?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, pretty sure. What's up?
You're live on the air right now, so if you don't want to be,
yes,
hang up now.
No, I will never hang up. I will never log off.
This is the first episode. So far, you're live on the air, but no one's there yet. This is kind of, I would say, this is the test live stream.
I'm truly honored. How are people going to be listening to this when they are?
Well, they would have to do it through YouTube live streaming on my YouTube channel. Cool. But I didn't tell anybody because I didn't know if it was gonna work or not. And I called Kevin, and Kevin didn't pick up. So but I think that this is working. The only problem, it's not really a problem, I think it's kind of a benefit, is that I can't get a web camera working on this one. So this is purely radio. Purely radio.
I mean, I love radio.
It's daytime talk. I really just wanted to talk about Dr. Phil. But
yes, oh my God. The Dr. Phil news has shaken me to my core. Like I've been thinking about it basically nonstop since you texted me about it. I had to tell a few Dr. Phil homosexuals that I know who are we're all obsessed with Dr. Phil. I don't know what it is, but there's something in the gay genome that orients you to being a Dr. Phil fan, and we are all just completely shocked by this news. I think it's going to be a huge story, honestly.
I think so too. Just to catch up the non-listeners. So Dr. Phil apparently is making people shoot the show, even though he is apparently sick and apparently looks green on camera. which is my favorite detail of the whole thing.
Right. And it's also interesting because as a friend of the show, Danny, pointed out, Dr. Phil just did an episode, like, I want to say earlier this week, that was all about how we need to take the coronavirus seriously. And it was like interviews with people who have different opinions about like their hand. Like, for instance, he interviewed one boomer couple that was like, that they like were on a cruise and like may have been infected with corona, or they were infected with coronavirus. I can't really remember. But Dr. Phil was interviewing them, and they were like, "Hell, we'll go on another cruise right now. Like, we're just trying to have fun." You know? Like, so this is, you know, Dr. Phil spotlighting these attitudes to his audience and saying you have to take coronavirus seriously. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, he's making people come in, and that's just insane. This is going to be a huge story.
Yeah, I feel like
I can't believe you got the scoop.
I know, isn't it crazy? I didn't even try, and when my neighbor was telling me this, I was like shying away because like I felt like he was getting too close.
Right.
You know, because he was really excited about the news. He was scared that his meal ticket was not going to come through.
Of course. Yeah, no, he must have been a bit shocked about it. But it's interesting that he already, you said he already gave an anonymous tip to news. I wonder if anyone's going to act on that. I mean, I think they'd be silly not to.
Oh, yeah. Well, he said that already. Hang on one second. Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Could you text some people and tell them that I'm streaming live on YouTube?
I'll tell my network.
I'm trying to, but my phone won't send text messages out. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. So apparently, he said that he emailed, or he like called the news and the local LA news, like ABC News. And they is Dr. Phil on ABC? Might be. Shot at Paramount.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure.
But anyway, so called them, and they are not, like, he said some of the producers were like, oh, somehow the news found out that we're shooting, and they are not happy. And you know, honestly though, again, this whistleblower, we'll call him Deep Throat.
We'll call him Deep Throat.
Deep Throat, and we can call him that because I genuinely don't know his name. But
so that's kind of anonymous.
That's actually what I've already been calling him for years. But so he said that like his primary concern is that he's scared that Dr. Phil's gonna die. You know, as he should be. Dr. Phil's an older man.
Yes, he is, and like I don't know what his health is like. I'm assuming even if he's in perfect health, you know, that's a really bad situation. And like I can't believe, you know, I think this is just my total psychoanalysis, but I think that his ego is such that he sees himself as like an American institution, and he sees himself as like, you know, if he were to fold, if he were to not allow himself to go by his regular schedule, that it would be like the water stops running through the taps or something like that, you know?
In this sense, I feel like he is the like prototypical, he is the like patient zero of the boomer response to this virus. The like,
yes, you
know?
Sorry, go on. Yes, and it's interesting because he is ostensibly trying to warn people, but at the end of the day, he has the exact same hubris that entire generation suffers from.
Yeah.
And it's really crazy to see. I don't know. I mean, maybe I have too high of an opinion of him. I mean, I definitely have mixed feelings about him, but there was something about, you know, him that made me think that his commitment to public health would be enough, that he wouldn't ignore something like this. But I don't think that's the case. I really think his pride is going to get in the way of anything.
Oh, so, yeah.
By the way, just an aside for anyone listening, if IT from my work calls me, I'm going to have to hang up immediately.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey, well, before that does happen, which I imagine it will, let's get to the primary topic of the show. This as you know, this show is called What Are You Up To? What are you up to?
Well, I'm up to quite a bit. So, like many Americans, I am a working person, and I'm fortunate to be not one of the people who's been totally just like cut off by the coronavirus. I'm not unemployed. My job is able to pivot to a work from home scenario, which means that, despite a quarantine, my life has gone really uninterrupted in a way that I'm very blessed for.
But
there's a lot of people struggling.
You're working at home.
Say that again?
You're working at home.
Correct.
Though.
Yes.
Is that driving you insane? Home. I know you have some experience with that.
I do, and you know what? I've been good so far. Just on the inside of the first week, the reason is because I have all of my own project obligations, and it's been really keeping me occupied. I mean, I honestly haven't had a ton of time even entertainment yet. Like between my work from home, which actually there hasn't been much of yet because IT setting everyone up for the remote desktops one by one. And I must be low on the list because I just have basically my job right now is to be on call, and I have not received any calls. So I'm just like very professionally like watching the Slack channel, watching my phone, and nothing yet. So I've been working really hard on my podcast, Boys Bible Study. We are finally this Sunday. Anyone who's listening, go to boysbiblestudy.com. This Sunday we are launching our Patreon. We're working on all this bonus content. We've had a really nice response early on to our show, and I'm hoping that people like our product so much that they will want to pay monthly and get the bonus content. So I've been working hard just like getting all this material, trying to like basically launch my business on Sunday, So that, to answer your question, what am I up to? That is what I am up to.
Well, that's great news. That is absolutely great news. That
Thank you.
It's weird though that it's weird. Oh, that was another thing that I wanted to say was that I just put out some music today, and you should you should send out some kind of tweet or something. That I don't know if you still sell music on Bandcamp. You mostly do iTunes, right? Or do you entirely?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Do you mostly do music on Bandcamp or iTunes?
Yes, I'm definitely a Bandcamp musician.
Well, they're like doing a special thing where it's like they're not charging their normal fees. So you should send out a tweet to your fans, as I am one.
I guess I would like to let them know this. I have not made. I've been plotting to make a tweet thread of my friends and favorite artists on Bandcamp. The one difficulty so far has been that Bandcamp has just been going up and down all day. I think because so many people are enthusiastically supporting it. But I really wanted to rep my own album on there. Also, is Country Death just countrydeath.bandcamp.com? Is that the site, or is there
countrydeath.com?
Oh, it's countrydeath.com, and that'll link right to your Bandcamp.
Yeah.
I was hoping to tell people about that because I do feel that in my own small way, I am sometimes your social media correspondent. So
yeah, I need one.
I was planning on sending that out there. Yeah. This afternoon I had a couple people I wanted to promo, including my own album. However, I'm in sort of a liminal place right now because I just switched my artist name. I don't have any releases under my new name yet. My album is Heaven Pegasus is still up, but I have publicly, just as of recently, switched my artist name to Ash Nerve, and I have my first single on that forthcoming. But I really want to share my album, but there's a part of me that's like, I'm just so excited for the material. And obviously, none of us ever expected this like pandemic. I'm happy Bandcamp is doing this for musicians today specifically, but obviously didn't have the foresight to like. I know a couple people who are dropping special material today, which is a cool thing to do. I did not have the foresight to do anything like
Well, I just happened to have 2 songs like in the can ready to go, and I had just put out an EP, so I was like really holding off on it, because you don't want to bug people too much,
right?
When you mostly make music for your friends, but you can't turn down when you see a deal, when you see a coupon, you gotta cut it out. You gotta take it to the store.
You gotta cut it out. But here's the thing: so like, I'm on my computer. I went to countrydeath.com. Bandcamp, we are offline briefly for maintenance. So this is an issue, and it makes me wonder: are they going to end up extending this? Because
I doubt it.
It was a very successful promotion, apparently, because Bandcamp servers just like totally down at times. But that's the tough part. And it's like I was planning on making a tweet thread about it this morning, but then every time I tried to go on my friend's Bandcamps, I was just getting error messages. So there was a part of me that was like, how much good is this actually going to do? But
do you think they were overloaded? Do you think they were overloaded?
I mean, that's what I hope. I like to think Bandcamp has good moral intentions, and they're not just like doing that to be like, actually, we fucked up. Why don't you just wait till tomorrow to buy all the shit?
Yeah, I would say that I broke it. That like so many people were downloading my thing. That Bandcamp broke, like much like the Kardashian ass picture. However, I did notice that as I was logging on to Bandcamp to load my songs today, upload my songs, it was already busted. So I can't take. I'm sure it helped. I'm sure I helped break it.
Right. Country Death broke the internet. You'd love to see it. So that's I hope that more promo happens as the day goes on. I hope that it stabilizes. This afternoon, I was gonna fire off the old tweets. As you know, the best activism you can do, making a tweet thread. So we'll see. But I hope they extend this through the weekend. Personally, I think that would be nice for the artists. I know they have a business to run, but
listen, it is the opinion of this show. What you up to?
Yeah.
That Bandcamp should extend this indefinitely, because honestly, what are they really doing? I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, what do they have to pay for web hosting?
Yeah, come on.
Because I bought 3 years of web hosting and it was like under $200.
And listen, Country Death fans are genuinely having money problems. Okay?
Right. Oh God.
This is, I mean, through no fault of their own. I think Country Death has money problems usually. And Country Death fans have some money problems. And this thing will happen often where someone will like buy an album for $1. And I'm happy to get that $1. But the truth is,
of course,
most of that money's going towards Bandcamp. So you know what I mean? I don't know.
I do. And yeah, I hope they extend it. I mean, if you look at the unemployment numbers out today, crazy, a huge. I mean, we're talking millions of people unemployed as of this week, and many people, Bandcamp is a reliable side hustle for them. A musician I like just tweeted that she and her partner both lost their jobs this week, and could everyone please buy their album? And I mean, we're seeing that all around the internet today. And I do hope there is a bit of a responsibility on these platforms. We do, they're private enterprises, but we do rely on them. The economy has moved in such a way that we do rely on them to run our businesses, and we pay them for that. But I mean, nationalize Bandcamp. That's what I'm saying. Nationalize Bandcamp.
Yeah, I'm kind of sick of big Bandcamp. These giant corporations that really just kind of run everything.
Right.
What's
funny is like Bandcamp is just like 100 times more ethical than the next music selling, like name any other platform where music is digitally available, and like they just don't give you any money.
Oh no.
So it's you can and rightfully could complain about Bandcamp's like revenue share, but it's still just heads above the next competitors as far as being friendly to musicians, and they've stayed that way. You know, their model's been in place for a while, so you know, may it rain 40 more years, but you know, I do hope that this goes on for a while. This sale they're doing.
Yeah, I think it will. All right, all right, Ash. I'm gonna check in on some other folks because again, over here at how or what you up to, we're trying to find out what you're up to, and it sounds like we found it out.
We found it out. You know, I'm happy to tell you. Well, wait, how can? What's the best way to get to your YouTube channel? I would love to tell people, if not now, then in the future, that I'm going to be on what you're up to.
Okay, let's see here. Well, there are some people in the chat now.
Oh, nice.
Let me ask how they found it.
Everyone out there, nice to know you. My name's Ash. Maybe we've met before, maybe we've not, but it's nice to be with you today.
I'm asking the chat how well, I tried to say how did you find this, and I typed how did you found this, but I think they'll figure it out.
They're smart people. They're good readers.
Yeah. And there's no picture for this chat. Again, this is radio. So if you do come in, this is just you're not coming in to look at my face. If you want, you could probably Google me and see a picture of me.
Yes.
Or a lot of people, it sounds like, are looking at pornography while they listen to us.
Right.
So there is that.
I think it's amazing. I think that's a testament to the human spirit. Like, even in dark times like this, we're able to multitask. We're able to strive for absolute efficiency in our lifestyles.
Yeah.
I'm heartened to hear that.
Yeah, and you'll know why you were the first guest. Jeremy says that you have the most radio-ready voice that Jeremy's ever heard. So
thank you. You know, I've been practicing. You know, and like I was saying earlier, New Boys Bible Study out on Sunday. Patreon Boys Bible Study coming out on Sunday. So I'm definitely trying to be a radio personality more and more. I would love to be on in the future. If you ever want to know what's up,
you will be. Oh, you will be. But okay, well, have a good one. Thanks for talking to what you up to, and check in real soon. Make sure everything's going great.
You have a great day, Brian Country Bus.
You too, buddy. Bye.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, so that was talking to Ash Nerve over there. Listen to their stuff, Boys Bible Study. And who to call now? Maybe I should call somebody else. I don't know who. I feel like most people probably wouldn't pick up because they're working. Call some friends that don't know me. Call somebody in the chat. You know, see what they're up to. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know about anything anymore. Oh, Kevin says to order pizza. I'm not bored, by the way. People think that I'm doing this because I'm bored. I'm doing this because it creates. How are you doing? Hey, Chisa, what are you up to? Chisa's doing actual important work. Again, this is important too. Let's see what happens when I call this person. This person likes to talk. Oh no, I don't want to text this person. I want to call them. Come on. Let's see. Ooh, this is a great person. I am actually very curious what this person is up to. Oh, Jeremy, that's a low blow. You know, if you find me boring, you might. If you're bored, then you might be boring. And I already said that I am not bored. And if you reverse engineer the fact that I'm not bored.
Hi, this is Aaron. Please leave a message.
At the tone, please record your message.
Okay, so some people are busy. That's just going to happen. But some people must not be busy. Ocupado. Trying to learn Spanish these days. It's not going great. Well, we'll go back to the phone lines. Oh, Occupus. Doc Occupado. Occupus. Octopus. Trying some people. I'm a little surprised. I'd say it's
hello.
Oh, hello. You are on the talk show. What are you up to? If you don't want to be live on the talk show, I would hang up right now.
No, that's fine.
Cool. What's up, John?
I'd love to talk. I'm good. I'm just playing some video games here.
What you playing?
I'm playing Doom Eternal. Have you heard about this?
I remember playing Doom when I was like 12. Is the same as that?
It's the same thing. It's exactly the same.
What's Eternal about it? Is it are there more stakes?
Yeah, it's because we're going to be inside our houses eternally playing it.
Okay. I see. Is that what you've been filling your time with? I saw that you were doing I think, was it you who launched this new creative project?
Yeah, I did.
Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. It's called Time Wasters, and it's the idea was basically, I got the idea from my friend Alec Robbins, and it basically is the idea that you get sort of a prompt from in this case, I'm getting the prompt from a random sentence generator on the internet.
Oh, okay.
And so the sense is, I mean, I wish I could think of like a better way to like come up with a prompt than that, but I guess it's fine. And the prompt is whatever, and then once you get the prompt, you have to like make something in a week based on the prompt, and it can be anything. It can be, a photo or a script or a video or a drawing or any. Doesn't really matter what level of finish it is.
Just gotta be some art, some creative.
What?
Just some art.
Yeah, just some art.
I don't. How is it prompted? This is a random generator. This is a robot making up words, or is it just like it picks randomly from a group of already made idioms or something?
It's interesting because the website that I got from has lots of different kind of like random word generators. Like I think the sentence generator is like pulling sentences from places that like the sentences aren't completely random, I don't think. But yeah, it's interesting. Like they have random generators for like, there's a random inspirational quote, random dinner idea, random Bible verse, random money making idea.
Oh, that's what I need.
Yeah, you wanna hear one?
Yes, please.
Okay, the random money making idea for today is walk dogs.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm not gonna do that. It must not know about the virus.
Yeah, well, you're allowed to walk dogs still.
No, that's a big thing. Big thing. Don't talk to dogs. Keep your distance from your dog, people.
Get a nice long 6 foot long leash.
Yeah,
and
even if you have a 6 foot like pole, it would be better. So like when your dog's trying to come up to you, you could just poke at it.
You want a different money making idea?
Yes, please.
Okay. Become a driver with Lyft or Uber.
Okay, that also sounds like a terrible idea right now. I mean, I feel bad because I'm sure people are doing that still. But
yeah, I guess
I'm terrified of people in a bad way, like because I've still been going on long walks. You've been going on long walks? Well, I've been going on long walks, and and I'm like, I find myself really like dodging people, and I even noticed that I was like kind of holding my breath at times as I was walking by people, like as a subconscious thing that I was made aware of. And I don't like that. I went into the grocery store yesterday when we kind of realized that this thing was going to last for a whole nother month. And there were 2 people shopping in full hazmat suits at the Food for Less in Hollywood. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And I wanted to snap a photo, but I didn't want to pick up my phone. You know?
Yeah. Are you if you're walking down the street and somebody's walking towards you, do you like cross the street?
I have done. Yeah. Well, I won't do that if it's a single person, but I've walked by like groups of people, like 3 or 4 people just kind of sitting outside talking. And in that case, I will cross the street as if they are like a gang of Mad Maxian machine gun bearing leather bound maniacs, but they're just people like sharing a cigarette. Oh, I saw a guy smoking a cigarette through his like hospital mask.
That's cool. Did he cut like a hole or something?
What?
Did he like cut a little hole in his mask?
No, he was just like, you know how like those things are not airtight, like they're just cloth. Yeah, so it was like, it wasn't one of those ones with that were like sturdy. It was just like a piece of fabric tied around his mouth. So he was just like holding the cigarette through the fabric in his mouth.
Was it like poking out the side or something?
No, again, it was just straight, like he was just pretending as if he didn't have the mask on. You know what I mean? Like if you just put your shirt there, you could still like get some stuff. You could still hold some stuff with your mouth as if you were like a sock puppet, All
right. Well, I'll trust you on that.
Do you not understand? I'm not sure how to paint a clearer portrait of this.
Yeah, I haven't smoked in a little while, in a few days because of this.
But you remember, you know how it works.
Well, I don't have a face mask.
Okay, but you've seen the people with them.
Well, it sounds like you're talking about a different kind of mask than what I'm thinking of.
Okay, a whole other thing. As I was walking back from the grocery store, again, these are the big stories in my life. I went to the grocery store, but a guy tried to sell me some masks. He was like the way one might out of a trench coat, like a watch out of a trench coat.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did you buy one?
No. I held my breath and ran.
You took like a really big breath. Your cheeks got really puffy.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
that's great.
That's what happened. So you've been watching any TV? You watching Devs? What you watching?
Oh boy, what?
You just video gaming. You gaming?
Well, yeah. Now it's game time. and this game just came out, so I'm dedicating a lot of time to it. But before that, it's game time is what I always say.
Yeah, that is what you say. To clear out any of this nonsense, because the rest is just details when you're playing games.
That's right. Sweep it under the rug.
Just sweep it under the rug. Don't bring your problems into the game. Leave it on the bench.
Yeah, on the bench, the game bench.
Yeah.
I watched The Seventh Seal recently. You ever seen that?
I don't think I have.
It's pretty good. You should watch it.
What is it?
It's an Ingmar Bergman. The movie where the guy plays chess with the Grim Reaper?
Ah, yes. I know that because they reference it in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Yeah. It's kind of the same. It's kind of a similar movie to Bill and Ted, I think.
Okay. Bogus Journey or Excellent Adventure?
Wait, which one do they play chess with? In which movie?
Death is in Bogus Journey, the sequel to Excellent Adventure.
Okay. Yeah, it's do they like, I haven't seen it. Do Bill and Ted, do they like go on like a journey and like meet like people like along the way, like different characters and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's what Seventh Seal is like.
Oh, okay.
It's like so there's like a plague. It's very prescient to watch right now.
Okay, well that brings something up. Cheese and I have talked about is that like there's a part of me that wants to watch like Contagion, a bunch of stuff like that. You did watch that recently?
Yeah, Contagion.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, I already like Steven Soderbergh a lot. So I haven't seen that. And so it seems like a great time to watch it. But I think like Chisa was saying that like that is the last kind of thing that Chisa wants to watch right now. You know what I mean? Like, so you're more in the camp of like, hey, this is what we're going through.
Well, no, I mean, that's not why I watched it. But I mean, I think, so I watched Contagion and like, I don't think there's really anything to gain from it because there's really nothing to learn from it. It's just like a horrible thing that happens and then horrible stuff happens and then it's over.
But doesn't it feel more prescient? Like, doesn't it feel more like, because you watch something like that, you want the whole point of watching it is that like the stakes are high, and it's like exciting. So isn't it more exciting when you're already scared?
Well, I feel like you want to watch something that gives you a little bit of hope, and not something that just reinforces your like paranoia,
That's a good point.
And that's basically what that movie is. Like, it's a very realistic portrayal of like what would happen in like that kind of situation, and there's really like nothing good comes out of it.
Sure. Well, don't spoil it.
So it just, I think it would just make you feel worse.
Okay. Did it make you feel worse?
So we watched it kind of like right before all this stuff got really bad.
Whoa. And so you kind of manifested this whole thing.
It was like right on the cusp.
Okay.
So
it was bad in other countries, but we were all still ignoring it.
It was like 2 weeks ago and we watched it.
Yeah.
And so it was like we weren't having to be quarantined yet, but It was like, oh, I think this is getting bad, and this movie is making me think about how bad it could get.
Sure.
And so I wouldn't watch it, but I don't know. The Seventh Seal is like, it's mostly, I guess it's like mostly about somebody like accepting death, I guess.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing to accept. At any point.
But it's like also somebody's like questioning like God and like their purpose and why there's so much death and misery and stuff, and but it feels kind of weirdly
comforting.
Hopeful.
Okay, hopeful. Well,
yeah.
Good. So you recommend it?
It's a very funny movie too. There's a lot of good lines in it.
Okay. So funny, like Holmes and Watson. Funny.
It's funny, like it's like watching a play where all the characters are like very quippy.
Okay. Yeah, like old timey funny. Like where you can process that, like, this is funny, but I'm not laughing.
They're making like a little like funny observation that still holds true today or something.
I see. Are you quarantined at home? Are you by yourself in your apartment?
I'm actually I'm living with my parents now, so I'm sort of quarantined with them right now.
Okay. And was that a conscious choice?
No. Well, I had to move in like a few months ago because I couldn't afford my apartment anymore.
Oh man.
So I was just already here.
Yeah. Well, I might be looking for a place to stay. Can I move in with your parents in fallish?
What's wrong with your apartment? What's happening?
Well, Jason might be going to grad school, and I'm still trying to decide if I want to go live in Santa Cruz or not. So that's looking likely like the best spot to go.
She's going to Santa Cruz.
Yeah, I'm gonna study documentary, and
you're gonna become a banana slug.
Oh, what?
A banana slug with UC Santa Cruz and banana slugs.
I don't. Is that a thing?
That's their mascot?
Is that from your random word generator?
Have you seen Pulp Fiction?
Yes. I'm kind of a connoisseur of Pulp Fiction. It's kind of like
so you remember the scene where they shoot the guy and then they have to change clothes, and then John Travolta has
all kinds of guys. They're just like,
yeah, just dumping.
Yeah.
But John Travolta has to change clothes. Quentin Tarantino gives him new clothes to wear, and he gives him a UC Santa Cruz T-shirt and has a banana slug on it.
Oh yeah, and then he says, Quentin Tarantino says they look like dorks.
Mm-hmm.
Dorks.
Yeah,
I remember. I told you. It's a. I recently rewatched about half of Fight Club, and I actually think it stands up more than I thought it did, except for just the way Brad Pitt's style is like
the leather coat.
It's rough. He just really, really looks like a Space Hog member. You probably don't even. Do you remember the band Space Hog? In the meantime,
no, but I like that word.
Space Hog. They were like kind of a one-hit wonder. And I think that guy, the singer of that band, has a part in that Joaquin Phoenix movie where he like pretended to be a rapper.
The Joker movie.
No. Well, this is when he was actually just in his own life pursuing chaos. Him and Casey Affleck, where Casey Affleck was kind of like his Harley Quinn. And they made a movie where he like pretended to be a rapper and he grew a big bushy beard and he went on Letterman and mumbled and stuff. You didn't see that movie?
Signs?
No. This was more of like a documentary. Signs would be a good movie, kind of about being holed up right now. But anyway, I think the lead singer from Space Hog is in it, and in the movie, I think they do cocaine, and I think they mess with each other while they're sleeping, kind of Jackass style. Anyway, I could be misremembering this, but Brad Pitt looks a lot like the Space Hog guy's style in Fight Club, and I find it just kind of jarring. But then I also realized that, like, in high school, I thought of Brad Pitt's character as being like really cool. And when you watch it now, you're kind of like, oh, he sucks. And I kind of realized like that was kind of the point. Is like he is the bad guy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What was Space Hog's big hit?
In the Meantime. I can't quite remember. I can't place the melody, but that was the name of the song. The melody goes.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Was that song like in a movie or something?
I think it was in like all kinds of TV, movies, commercials. It was like it was a huge hit in the 90s, late 90s. Ooh. Getting some feedback here.
Oh, sorry. Is that me?
I have no idea. Oh, I'm getting a call from Aaron Meyer.
Oh, you better answer it.
All right. Well, it was great talking to you, Sean. Thanks for being on What's Up.
Yeah, thanks. Good luck, and come over anytime.
All right, will do. Bye now.
Bye.
Okay, I lost both calls. Let's see if I can just call Aaron back. But yeah, it seems like people in the chat remember that song. It's a good song. And would you agree as well that, like, probably that's what Tyler Durden's style was based on? Lead singer of, oh no, I think that is me, that sound. Lead singer of Spacehog. I don't know. That seems to be a little bit, oh, no. Let's see if I can call my buddy Aaron. And I think this will be the last call. Or, I don't know, maybe we'll go long term like Joe Rogan. Oh, I'm getting booze. Ooh. Might have to fix this, though. Well, that's better. Okay, so I'm calling Aaron here. Seems like the sound's better.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
What's up? You are on. You're on my show. You're live. Hey. You're streaming live on my daytime talk show. What you up to?
It's out here gathering up supplies.
You're gathering supplies from where?
I went to Ganola River, and now I'm heading, or I just picked up some stuff at my storage space.
Okay.
Going back to the compound.
Nice. Yeah, I was just talking to Sean, and I was telling him that I saw 2 people at Food for Less yesterday in full hazmat suits. So
that's awesome.
Do you have a hazmat suit on?
No, I got a handkerchief. I have, I got a cool looking costume. I think that's important in these times.
Yeah. Mad Maxian? Like leather overalls, no shirt.
It's like a low key, like Southern California post-apocalyptic vibe. A lot of different colors of denim, and a really nice kind of oversized decorative scarf.
Nice.
Some sparkling water.
Sure.
You gotta find your friends when everybody's losing their heads.
Yeah. So how you been? What you up to?
I've been great. I'm just enjoying the little respite from the capitalist hamster wheel. It's
okay.
Nice.
Yeah. I could see that. So you haven't been working, I assume. Background acting's dried up.
Yeah, we went up until, I think it's up until last Friday, and they were like, "Come back Monday. We're going full steam ahead." Boy, howdy! Wait till I tell you what I was working on when it got shelved. I was doing the all important work of building a set for the new version of Supermarket Sweep.
What? I love that show.
I know, man. How appropriate.
That is amazing.
These times need a new Supermarket Sweep, and it's sad that the hoax has canceled the supermarket sweep. Oh man, I don't know. It took me a little bit for the irony to fully soak in about what I was building, but once it did, man, it was really really made me happy.
Oh yeah, yeah. I just got word yesterday from my neighbor, who I'm calling Deep Throat, to protect his identity, that Dr. Phil has resumed shooting, and Dr. Phil is also showing symptoms and appearing green on camera. So this is all true. And so my neighbor Deep Throat called the news and reported that Dr. Phil is not adhering to the whatever, the ban on group meetings and stuff. And because mostly my neighbor's inspiration for this is that, he's been working for Dr. Phil for a while, and is honestly just scared that Dr. Phil's going to die. You know what I mean? Because he's not looking good. And this is his cash cow. He knows it's his meal ticket.
The world cannot lose any doctors right now.
Yeah, we need all the doctors. We need Dr. Oz, Dr. Phil, Dr. Drew.
Whatever. Drews. Even love doctors right now. We need them all.
We need them all, doctor. So how's the mood at your humble abode with the roommates and everything? Is everybody all right?
It's good. It's good. We getting our depression on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, man. I understand all of the gravity of all this, and I get it. And it's just like, and I'm trying to find the beauty in it, and that we get to spend time at home. And like, I've been cooking a bunch.
Me too.
It's funny, man. Yeah, I heard you was making bread.
Yeah, I've made a bunch of bread. I made a pizza 2 nights ago. Yeah, I've been cooking.
It's funny. Nick and I, like, instinctively, like the week before all this shit, the shit hit the shit, started making sauerkraut. Like, something like twitched in our farm boy descendant brains that it's time to stock cabbage and salt. and we got together and made a giant barrel of kraut a week before all this stuff happened. And yeah, I don't know. I've been doing, ramping up preparations, but I always try to keep a fair amount of dry goods and food in the house, and try to keep, try to keep prepared and have an earthquake kit ready, and have all my camping stuff ready. So it's like, I feel pretty well prepared. I went out and got, like, the first day when it started to look a little bit sideways, I went and got a fair amount of rice and beans. I think about a month's worth of food. We had a house meeting. Talked about sanitation, guests. Living. Normally there are 5 people living in our house, and there's only 4 right now because one roommate is stuck in South Carolina with his family.
Oh, okay.
So there are just 4 of us, and we just kind of talked about best practices and
sure,
what to expect. It's going good. Spirits are still high in this early stage.
Yeah.
But
I was like I was feeling good at well, I don't know if you know, but Chista was in a scooter accident, and
I just recently heard. How's she doing?
She's totally healing up well. Good. Going on walks. Still super sore. It's lingering pains and muscles and joints and lots of bad bruises and everything. But so we were in the emergency room for a while. This would have been a week. I was kind of just like, this is not. I didn't really think it was like a thing, at that point. And then the accident happened. That was all freaky and scary, and being in the emergency room, then I was like, oh man, this is freaky. Like everyone's got masks on. And then we like got back and have, been pretty much completely sequestered since then. And then it was kind of like, at first I was kind of just like, just being real. I was feeling real, just relieved that she was okay. And everybody was being positive and stuff. I was trying to be positive, and I was kind of just excited about life and just hunkering down and having food and cooking a lot. And just like, you know what I mean? Just excited that like everything was going to be okay. And now, and then like a week later, then it's like everything is extending out. And like now we're really going to have to hunker down, and everyone's hunkered down for another month. And it was just kind of like, now I'm like wavering back and forth from like a little stir crazy, but still very positive and feel really lucky and everything. But I don't know. Just up and down.
Yeah, same. I'll have moments where it will hit me emotionally, what's going on and the gravity of it and the scale of like death and human suffering and stuff. And moments where I'll feel that like type of like vulnerability to my parents' health or my friends, my more, and then like the people we see around us, that are already super vulnerable, our homeless brothers and sisters. And it's just like, so that hits me, and the scale and severity of what could happen, with their health and well-being is all very, very scary. And it'll hit me in waves.
Yes.
Totally. Emotionally. However, man, I mean, I know you and I have talked about like this, like I've never felt better and more prepared to deal with something like this in my entire life.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, you think about, I mean, yeah, sobriety, totally. Like you think about how little food old us would have had, and how everything would have just been like, well, I need bourbon. I need to stock up on bourbon.
And it's crazy. And you'll see like versions of old you, like posting on social media or going about their day by day. And it's like how insane that behavior looks now through a current lens of like going out, exposing yourself, and like, doing that every day because of like it's not a perceived need. At that point, it's an actual need. And how much you like make yourself vulnerable, and it's just crazy having an addiction. At a time like this.
Yeah.
And it makes you so, in so much more of a compromised place.
Oh man, I feel so lucky. Yeah, like, I mean, I was thinking of that when I got the call from the emergency room and had to drive over to the emergency room. Like, it was like 7:30. Like, old me would have been sloshed by that point and unable to drive. And like, what a nightmare. What a stupid fool that guy was. But anyway,
because you would have still had to do it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would have had to, I guess, just take an Uber over there or something. But like, it's just I don't know. It was just the total disregard for the world around me. I'm happy to have that even out a little bit.
Yeah, it feels good.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I'm glad to hear that you are doing well, and let's keep chatting and stuff. I'll give you a call real soon.
This giant Dr. Phil shaped shoes.
Dr. Phil's still going, but God, please keep going, Dr. Phil. Actually, don't, Dr. Phil. Take it easy, man. We need all the doctors.
Let Brian do the entertaining for now.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, bud.
All right. Great talking to you. Bye, Aaron.
Bye.
Okay. Well, we've been doing this for about an hour. I'm feeling tired. Thanks everybody for tuning in and chatting and being funny in the chats. And I'm going to try to do this again, and I'll try to make more warning or something for it somehow, but I don't really know how to do that. But anyway, this was fun. Y'all the best. Bye now. Oh, actually, I do want to say, check out my Bandcamp. Just put up 2 new songs if you're there. Still. Bandcamp's not charging right now. Their normal percentage. So if you feel like downloading anything, now's the time to do it. If not, just listen to it. And if you don't feel like listening to it, I don't know, listen to the Purple Mountains album or something. All right. Stay healthy. Bye.